Good morning. I am Day. I have actively pursued intentional wellness and recovery. With these daily affirmations, reflections, devotions, and meditations, walk with me on the recovery journey of hope, renewal, resilience, and self reflection. And remember that you are not alone. Fair use. Daily Reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. April 24th. Learning to love ourselves. Alcoholism was a lonely business. Even though we were surrounded by people who loved us, we were trying to find emotional security either by dominating or by being dependent upon others. We still vainly try to be secure by some unhealthy sort of domination or dependence. As Bill sees it, page 252. When I did my personal inventory, I found that I had unhealthy relationships with most people in my life, my friends and family, for example. I always felt isolated and lonely. I drank to dull emotional pain. It was through staying sober, having a good sponsor, and working the 12 steps that I was able to build up my low self-esteem. First, the 12 steps taught me to become my own best friend, and then when I was able to love myself, I could reach out and love others. Courage to Change, One Day at a Time in Al-Anon, April 24th. When something isn't working the way I think it should, I can think about the slogan, "Easy does it." Instead of redoubling my effort, I can slow down and reassess the situation. The answer I seek may be staring me in the face, but sometimes I have to let go of what I'm doing before I can see it. I was trying to zip a removable lining back into my coat, but it wasn't working. I pushed as hard as I could, trying to force it to slide, but it wouldn't budge. Finally, I saw that I had been trying to fit the lining zipper into the coat's front zipper. No wonder I couldn't make it work. How many times in my life have I done the same thing, forced a solution? I tried to zip myself to people and situations that didn't fit me, becoming frustrated and disheartened in the process. But I've learned that easy does it. I can take the time to see if I match what I think I want before I jump in and start zipping. My life is more serene because I am not pushing to make myself fit somewhere I don't belong. Today's reminder: if my plans hit a snag today, I will step back for a moment and take a calm look at the situation before moving ahead. There is a quote from Youth and the Alcoholic Parent. Easy does it. Think about it when you're in a hurry to do something and everything seems to go wrong. You'll be surprised how much this one little idea can do for you. Just for today, Daily Meditations for Recovering Addicts, April 24th. 12 Steps of Life. Through abstinence and through working the 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous, our lives have become useful. Basic text, page 8. Before coming to Narcotics Anonymous, our lives were centered around using. For the most part, we had very little energy left over for jobs, relationships, or other activities. We served only our addiction. The 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous provide a simple way to turn our lives around. We start by staying clean, a day at a time. When our energy is no longer channeled into our addiction, we find that we have the energy to pursue other interests. As we grow in recovery, we become able to sustain healthy relationships. We become trustworthy employees. Hobbies and recreation seem more inviting. Through participating in Narcotics Anonymous, we help others. Narcotics Anonymous does not promise us that we will find good jobs, loving relationships, or a fulfilling life. But when we work the 12 steps to the best of our ability, we find that we can become the type of people who are capable of finding employment, sustaining loving relationships, and helping others. We stop serving our disease and begin serving God and others. The 12 steps are the key to transforming our lives. Just for today, I will have the wisdom to use the 12 steps in my life and the courage to grow in my recovery. I will practice my program to become a responsible, productive member of society. Today, Emotions Anonymous, April 24th. Reflection for today. Today will be a great day. I believe it in my mind, my heart, and my bones. Only good things will happen to me and for me. It may rain, snow, or sleet, but so what? My inner sun will be shining. As I smile good morning at others, they will feel better and pass on the smile to someone else, thus creating a network of smiles. Though the circumstances of each individual's day may be different, there is one similarity for all of us. We have the choice to think positive thoughts. I choose today to believe that this day will be great. These thoughts are contagious and can work as rapidly as virus germs. Meditation for today. Help me to be a carrier of positive attitudes. May I always realize that happiness spreads happiness. Today I will remember no antibiotic can cure positive or happy thoughts and actions. Strengthening my recovery. Meditations for adult children of alcoholics, dysfunctional families. April 24th. Connection. This connectedness in relationships is characterized by expressed feelings, trust, mutual respect, and an acknowledgement that a higher power is real. BRB, page 265. One of the worst things we may have felt as kids was a sense of aloneness, feeling connected to nothing and no one. We then became adults who were aching inside to find a connection to something. Often we found this with people who weren't good for us, or we found a temporary sense of connection through food, drugs, sex, alcohol, serial relationships, our children, our spouses, and others who maybe seemed to have it together. Most things we tried felt good for a while, but soon we felt lost and empty again. In ACA, we realize that this lack of connection is not our fault, and we aren't unique. To survive our childhoods, we had to disconnect to protect our hearts. But the longer we're in this place now, the more horrible is the pain we experience. We find recovery from this pain by working the steps and uncovering our real identities. We learn that the answers are inside us and that connecting with a higher power helps us find those answers. We begin relating to our true selves as we learn to express our feelings. This helps us finally start to feel connected to others in a healthy way. On this day, I will remember that I am a real person who is capable of having true connection with others. I do this by believing in myself and my higher power. Please share, like, subscribe, and most of all, be the you that you are created to be, one day at a time.